Hi there, my name's Jack Cohen, and I'm going to take a few minutes to uh, outline the customer loyalty 21-day water program that is being implemented and how to best approach clients and customers. First, it's not to be hidden that the main objective of this is that they own one of these water machines for the next 25 years in their home because they have a 25, 30-year lifespan, and they will be supported by the company for 100 years. If it breaks in 20 years, I believe just over $350 will bring it back to new from the company. So it's a lifetime machine. Um, it is a certified medical device out of Japan. It is not a medical device in North America, but the Japanese have the best health on the planet, and it's because their symptom driven approach like North America's doesn't exist. They're cause driven, meaning fix the root of the problem and the problem goes away, or the symptom goes away. So we're going to talk briefly about the program itself. Basically, it consists of a card with 10 slots. It's a 21-day program that they'll be provided a jug, and each time they come in to refill that jug, hopefully every 3 days, and or every 2 to 3 days, and it's when they do, it gets punched out here till they use up the 10. Now, the reason it's not a permanent, like keep using the water forever, is because the motive here is to sell them a machine, and don't hide that from anyone. It's to introduce them to the powerful benefits of this machine. I'll talk briefly about the benefits. You can learn on your own all the health benefits to the body, but three main causes of degenerative disease, or pretty much all disease, stem from first oxidative stress, free radical damage. Free radical is when you have an atom and you have negative electrons that surround it, 8. It is stable. If you lose some of those negative electrons, it becomes unstable, and it scavenges to take negative electrons from other parts of the body, and therefore that's how it causes damage. Now, an antioxidant is those atoms, but they have an abundance, more than 8 negative electrons, that they can donate to stabilize free radicals to not have them do damage. So very simply, oxidative stress is free radical damage. That's one of the main causes of contributors to 170 degenerative diseases. The second is acidic stress. Our lifestyle's acidic, our food sources are acidic, our exercise, our stress levels are all acidifying to the body. It produces the device will solve each one of these three main causes that I'm going to talk to you about. And the third is dehydration stress. Even people that drink an abundance of water still are dehydrated, and their organs are dehydrated, and they start to break down. So how it does that on again, it's an electrolysis machine, and you'll see it demonstrated in the store. It provides the highest antioxidants. It's measured by an ORP meter, which is an oxidation reduction potential, and it splits the water like through electrolysis, same way that they produce hydrogen for hydrogen cars, but hydrogen is the first element on the periodic table and the lightest and smallest. So it's able, like you think of H2O as water, so it is now H2, and it separates the O. So that H2 goes into your body and provides a very short and brief selective repair to hydroxyl radicals, some of the most dangerous free radicals in existence, and it neutralizes those, and it also leaves the body within, goes in, you drink it, it goes into your stomach, goes through to your bloodstream carries to your heart pumps to your lungs, and you exhale it, you get rid of it. So the half-life is very short of hydrogen, H2, molecular hydrogen. But what it does is it triggers what we have as an NRF2 pathways, which is our own body's mechanism of producing antioxidants like superoxide dismutase, catalase, superoxide dismutase 2s, hydrogen peroxide, and these are the things that fight free radicals in our body that we produce. So it triggers the production of those. So you raise the level of antioxidants in your body by consuming this water that is rich in molecular hydrogen. The second that we attack acidic stress is the water can be selected to at 8.5, 9, or 9.5 pH. Now, if you understand pH, our blood is in a very narrow range. It's 7.35 to 7.45. But if you can raise blood that is 7.35 to 7.45, it will now be carrying 100% more oxygen. So the goal is to raise our tissues that are currently, in most cases, acidic from the stresses in our life, the red meats and the mental stress, the pollutions, and so on. They create a very, very acidic condition. So producing this alkalized water. Alkaline water is produced with chemicals. This is done through electrolysis, the separation of the minerals that are currently in the water. And the third that cause the most damage is dehydration stress. Most people are dehydrated. Well, what that means is regular water, bottled water, almost every water, has a molecular cluster size. So you've got molecules that cluster in 15 to 20 molecules. So they're very large. So it's like taking a baseball and throwing it at a chain link fence. It's not going through. Where this rips apart the molecules, structures them in a hexagonal shape that is most suitable for taking into our body at a cellular level, because it's down to 3 to 4 molecules per cluster. And that's like taking BBs or marbles and throwing them at a chain link fence. They go through. So the hydration factor is a lot higher, right down to the cellular level. It's the only water that can cross the blood-brain barrier within 60 seconds. And what that means is it hydrates the cells, helping to flush out, to bring more oxygen, and also flush out toxins more easily. So when they get on the program, you'll be giving them a sheet that also describes the Hertzheimer effect, which is, you may get headaches. It's a detoxing effect that your body's reconsuming these toxins and giving you the effects of being, affected by them. So the program again consists of 3 weeks. I like to keep it to 3 weeks because the things that it will do is bring the clients back in every 3 days, and that's good for other things. But the way to sell it is to very, understand the 3 main things that the machine does. You probably don't need to know more because they'll be given and sent out more information to understand it. And so how you fill it out, this will have on the back a card number. They're all numbered and they correspond to sheets. For example, this particular one is 501, and each card will correspond to the sheet that they receive, and subsequently the sheet that is filled out that also has the employee name. Now you want to put that down because there'll be compensation for anyone that does purchase the machine on an employee level, you'll be compensated. So very simply, it's an encouragement to have people try the water for 3 weeks, and if it has no effect on them or they don't see the immediate benefits, now this is lifelong benefits, but if they don't see the immediate benefits, then they can go back to drinking the other waters that they're drinking. But if they do see the benefits, then move into the purchase of a machine to have it in their home so they can consume it every day. The fresher it is, the better. It will lose its the best if someone has a 1 gallon glass jar. It will hold the molecular hydrogen better than a plastic bottle because it does go through and the water oxidizes quickly. So 48 hours, 24 hours, it'll reduce in half its strength. 48 hours, it will lose a lot of its benefit, but it's still in a year, that water is still better than pretty much anything else that's on the shelf or in the fridge. So great program. You'll have questions. There'll be more follow-up information that will go out to educate you. Good idea to educate yourself on the device. You don't want to give too much information. It's not necessary. It's the trial that will do the work. So it's directing them to it. So this will be a $20 program. They'll be able to come in and get 10 1-gallon bottles. You'll provide the first one, a plastic jug. They can fill it, take it home, bring it in for $2. They fill it up again. So signing off, and until the next video. Thank you.